Brownsville Area School Board of
Directors will meet for regular session on Monday, June 30th, 2014 at Brownsville Area High School Auditorium 1 Bopper Drive. Brownsville, PA for general purposes. Roll call, please.
Mr. Acid.
Here.
Mr. Bain.
Here.
Mr. Brashear.
Here.
Mr. Delarose. Mr. Dorsey.
Here.
Mr. Gates.
Here.
Mr. Harvey.
Here.
Mr. Seeley.
Here.
Mrs. Teravicki. Here.
You stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance. Okay, item 2, superintendent's remarks.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to give a report from Ms. Kathy Lasik. On Monday, May 19, 2014, Christian Sessick and Brad Britovich, both seniors, competed at Penn State University in the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science competition. Both students earned a second place for their science experiments and won a Perseverance Award for their 6 years of dedication to participating in PJAS. As part of sponsoring the students, teachers are required to judge the competitions. There were 11 students in the math category that were judged as well, and Mrs. Lasik was one of the judges. Our region of the state was responsible for hosting the state competition this year, and at this time I'd like to congratulate Christian and Brad on their success. Very good. And at this time, I'd like to go into our superintendent's awards. The superintendent's awards for this year are for the last 9 weeks of the school year. Our students worked hard up until the very end, and I'm very proud of what we've accomplished. And we'll start this evening off with Mr. Berdar at Cox.
As Dr. Savini said, at this time we'd like to recognize those students from Cox Donahue Elementary. Just a reminder to parents, as we conclude each school's awards, the students will return to their seats. We ask that you stay seated until all awards are handed out, and we thank you for that. So at this time we'd like to start with kindergarten, and we have Kirsten Bennett. Emily Bugay. Carson Fleener. Catherine Hope. Slade Johnson. Israel Martin. Also from kindergarten, we had Jalea Kirby and Jocelyn Tuttle, who couldn't be with us this evening. Next, first grade, Reagan Beret. Bradley Hyatt. Hannah Lagarski. Delaney Raposki. We also had first graders Alexi Klein, Nathan Hauschel, and Lucas Stetson, who are not with us this evening. Next up, second grade, Mackenzie Wilson. And Donovan Wimmer. Our other second graders, Morgan Douglas, Matthew Sethman, and Nasira Williamson. Next, I'd like to recognize the students from Central Elementary. Mrs. Goody apologizes she couldn't be with us this evening. We'll begin with third grade, Luke Klister. Elijah Kimbrough. Ethan Olesko. And Nirvana Wagner. Third graders who will be with us this evening, Benjamin Schrobeck and Colin Koski. Next up, fourth grade, Hunter Acid. Anna Dorsey. Camden Harvey. Sean Haverlesko. And Emma Sito. James Sawyers could not be with us. He was also honored for fourth grade. Fifth grade, Solomon Brown. Haley Buhite. Taya Close. Vanessa Milne. And Claire Zellner. And also Lucia Pasquale was honored for fifth grade as well.
Congratulations, Don. I'd like to thank the BEA for providing the treats for the students. And at this time, like the middle school, Mr. Nesser.
The middle school recipient, sixth grade, Blake DiCarlo. Seventh grade, Kayla Davies. Eighth grade, Jacob Roberts.
Mr. Nestor notified me that Jacob was 5 points away from a perfect PSSA test. Good job. Now, high school, Mr. Kuchak.
Thank you. Representing the 9th grade, Justine Brown. Representing the sophomore class, Adrian Vance. Representing the junior class, Jeffrey Schumar. And our senior representative who graduated, chose not to come tonight, he couldn't be here, Tyler Miller.
Also at this time, we'd like to recognize our student athletes. So we're starting with basketball and track and baseball. Mr. Clemmer will be recognizing our students. I don't know how many were able to attend, but we wanted to recognize them anyway.
We'd like to recognize the following student athletes. For boys basketball, Cole Novotny. For girls basketball, Whitney Patak. For boys track, Nick Despot. For girls track, Maris Cito. For baseball, Ryan Novotny. For softball, Christina Davison. And for tennis, Brad Brittvich.
Congratulations. As you can see, our students still work very hard. I'm very proud of where we are. They are the leaders of the future, and I'm proud to see so many of our students this year that have graduated going to college or some other post-secondary. So we've all done a good job. Our elementary kids, they just keep on plugging away, and they keep getting better and better. So thanks to the parents. Congratulations.
Okay, we're going to continue on with our meeting, so you can bail out now if you like.
Item number 3, public remarks on agenda or non-agenda items. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and nature of business. Anyone? Okay, seeing no one. Item 4, adoption of agenda and related materials from cooperation in the minutes. Motion by Director Carvecchia. Second by Director Harvey. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Do you have to note that we are adding two items to the agenda? So, okay.
Item 5, approval of the May 15th regular board meetings and the June 9th special board meeting minutes. Motion by Director Carvecchia. Second by Director Acid. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Item 6, Mr. Bain, Board Treasurer.
Approval of the May 2014 General Fund, Capital Fund, Title I, Title IIA, 2D, Cafeteria Fund as Treasurer, Financial Reports.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Carvecchia. Questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Acid?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Brashear?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mrs. Terrabecchia? Yes.
Item 7, approval of the following funds you have before you. Motion. Motion by Director Carvecchia.
Question. Okay, are we
Give
taking
me a
out?
second first. Is there a second?
Taking out that one?
Is there a second, Rick? Then I'll get Second by Director Delarose. Questions? Go ahead.
Are we taking out the frontline technology?
Yes.
So that's.
It's going to reduce it down to about 8,000.
It was in planning. We discussed the cutting in planning.
He's going to give us the figure.
Okay, item.
Item 7.
Sorry, I had the wrong number here. Okay, the item D will be $412,858.85.
Okay. Any further questions? I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Terrabecchia?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Brashear?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Acid?
Yes.
Item 8, Solicitor's Report. Mr. Davis. Thank you. Education, Director Dorsey.
Item A, I move to approve the alternative education agreement between Brownsville Area School District and Adelphi Education for the 2014-2015 school year.
I have a motion by Director Dorsey, second by Director Carvecchia. Questions? All in-
These are one of the options that we must use, yes.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item B, I move to approve the private academic school agreement between Brownsville Area School District and Adelphi Education for the 2014-2015 school year.
Motion by Director Dorsey, second by Director Carvecchia. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Personnel Director Bell.
Yes. Before I get into the motions, I just wanted to, with the rest of the board's approval, get started on advertising and setting up interviews for retirements and positions needed for the upcoming school year. Everybody agrees with that? Yes.
Sorry, Ryan, all the positions?
Well,
Yeah.
This way we can at least start interviewing.
I missed it, whether it was at Stoughton Studies or. Well, that'll be here today. Okay.
Item A, I move to approve the following names to be added to the professional substitute list: Amanda Politsky, Sarah Gabart, Laura Seeley, and Mavis Short.
Motion by Director Delarose, second by Director Bang. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item B, in accordance with the section 1108 of the school laws of Pennsylvania, I move to acknowledge Kelly Stout, professional employee who has completed 3 years of successful teaching experience and as a result has attained the status of tenure.
Motion by Director Delarose, second by Director Harvey. Questions?
Is this a roll call vote, Mr. Davis? Will this be? Roll call, please.
Mr. Acid?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Bashir?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mrs. Teravicki?
Yes.
Item C, I move to accept the attached letters of retirement from the following non-professional staff members: Louisiana Jones, high school cook; Dolores Dolan, high school cook.
Motion by Director Delarose, second by Director Bang. Questions? Comment?
I'd like to thank them for their service. They'll be missed in our district.
Yes, I wish them well in their retirements.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item D, I move to approve the early retirement incentive to the active member employees covered by the BEA collective bargaining agreement.
Motion by Director Delarose, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Teravicki?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mrs. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey, I'm sorry. Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Bashir?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Acid?
Yes.
Item E, I move to accept the attached letters of retirement from the following professional staff members: John Dan Kupitz, manufacturing tech teacher, high school; Teresa Kurth, Title I teacher, Central; Veronica Bloom, second grade teacher, Coxtone.
Second.
Motion by Director Delarose, second by Director Gates. Questions? Comment?
I want to wish them well on their endeavors and would like to thank them for our service to our schools.
I agree with that, Jeff. We're losing some good teachers this year.
Absolutely.
Very good teacher.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item F, I move to approve the attached list of professional and non-professionals to be submitted to the Interstate Tax Service Bureau with their letter of assurance.
Motion by Director Delarose, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Item G, I'd like to make a motion to accept the letter of resignation effective immediately of Anthony Salvucci, secondary social studies.
The motion by Director Delarose,
Second.
second by Director Seeley. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Finance Director Bain.
I move to adopt the 2014-2015 fiscal budget in the amount of $26,846,595, with the estimated revenues of $24,932,200. Fund balance of $1,925,000, setting the millage for the Fayette County at 16.32 mil, and Washington County at 98.27 mils.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki. Questions?
Question. All right, I'd like to thank Mike. I think Mike did a great job. Jeff and the board did a good job of cutting, but I think there's more that has to be done. I'm not in favor of using up all of our fund balance of almost $2 million. Come next year, we're going to have a balance of $10,000 to last us all summer. I don't think that's going to be good. There are some things we could have possibly done, and I know it's not our fault that we're in this position. It's Harrisburg's. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more, but I just think there's more that we have to do right now.
Rick, I agree with you on that. You know, we can't continue year after year to wait until May. I mean, Mike comes up with a lot of numbers, and we could be working on this early. We can't continue year after year. Oh, it's May, we better have a meeting, discuss some things. You know, I I want people to realize, when you look at this, okay, we're using 24 million in revenues, but we're eating up almost 2 million of our fund balance, which is now gone come next year. There's nothing to work with. So come next year, we're probably going to be in a worse state because of what bills we have and things that are going on. So the 1.9 we had to use this year is not there next year. So where are we going to come up with that $2 million? This is something we need to be working on way early. I mean, December, January.
I don't know, Andy, that we're ever going to be able to cut that much
Process.
next year. I just don't.
I don't know what we're going to do.
If the governor, if this stays the same, with the governor taking that much money off of all these districts, I don't know where we're going next
It's
year.
not just our district, it's
There's
every.
nothing else to cut.
No, it's every
Yeah,
district.
we're trying to care about it.
It's not just us, but I'm looking at this year, we're gonna be fine this year because we're
Yeah.
using our money. Next year, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, where's it coming from? Where are we, and we can't very well walk in and say, okay, we're going to tax the residents out of their houses.
Can't do that.
They can't do this. I mean, can't do that to people. There's no money out there to get out of these people.
It's
They've
all
been
in
squeezed
Harrisburg.
enough.
Couple comments that I have is in these numbers, we do know that there's other numbers that just aren't equated yet, it's coming to us.
Right, I
Okay,
understand.
we do know that. Second of all, Washington County, was it the assessment that lowered has lowered our millage rates? It's put us in a position where we lost even a little bit more money. That is beyond anybody's control on this board. And here we are again, same as last year, year before, you know, here we are working on a budget again in a state that we didn't have theirs together yet. We are gonna vote on it tonight, but nothing's guaranteed.
They're still arguing.
Right, we lost a dozen homes over, at least a dozen homes over in West Brownsville.
Whole block
To the
around.
railroad.
And the sad part is, if you believe rumors, they're probably going to take another big group of homes that are across over on Main Street. So if it goes the same way it did before, not trying to recoup future tax money out of the deal, you know, we're going to lose even more. I don't know how, you know, the borough's handling the loss in revenues also, because there's not that much tax money in the borough of West Brownsville, in that little area down there, and losing a whole block of homes and possibly more in the future. I don't know.
The state's gonna run out of money in January, according to this budget, there, proposing. So what do? Next year, I know there's some cuts that can be made with incentives and whatever, but I just don't, we got a $2 million fund balance. We worked hard to get to that $2 million, that's what upsets me. We took four hard years to get to that $2 million that we had surplus, and now it's gone to balance the budget.
And we can't hurt the kids in education in the process of trying to cut money.
But the
We
government
can't.
But the sad part of the whole thing is what's in jeopardy is our sports and the activities that these children do that we feel that is so important to their education and to their tenure. And now we're to the point now that's all in jeopardy. And we'll probably have to make some adjustments in our athletic departments.
Well, I don't know where you're gonna make them, Joe.
We can take away
not
all
going where
our
you're gonna
athletics
go.
and all our extracurriculars.
Well,
We're not
still not
even,
gonna get-
we're not even.
The kids are going
That's
without
not gonna give us the 2 million or 1 million.
There's no more to cut. The kids are going without now.
Oh, I'm
If it
just
wouldn't
saying.
be for some of the parents helping out, kids would not have some of the things. We provide everything we have to, but there's nothing else to cut, my friend. I just don't see it.
You know, my point on that is,
Urban education is
It's not the local school district. It's the Harrisburg area. It's taking away the money that we've had for years. You take away that money you're used to living on, running the business, they take it from you. Now you gotta cut everything.
well, I'm just discouraged over Harrisburg because I feel that they're letting our children down.
Look how much
After
we're
this
giving
law
to our
says no
schools.
child left behind, but they're leaving all of our children behind. You know?
On a positive note, Mr. President, our staff, our administrative staff has been very progressive in that we've received a couple of grant awards, where we've actually been able to add programs. So we're one of the few schools that are actually adding programs through aggressive grant writing activities. So I want to commend our administrative team. Overall, everybody's done a good job. So good job.
Okay, any other comments before we take a vote? is a balanced budget, correct, Mike? Tax
With
increase.
fund balance, it's a
What?
balance.
But just again,
There's no
you
tax
had
increase.
mentioned that
The
other night,
newspapers here would make
No
sure.
tax increase for.
that if the budget passes,
Washington, yes.
Was that?
budget, if they don't pass the budget, we still have a chance.
We can make adjustments.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Assett?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Brashear?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
No.
Mr. Gates?
No.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
No.
Mrs. Terrabecchia?
Local total what?
5-4. Passed.
Okay.
Consider a motion to hire Diamond Marketing Solutions for the printing for the Fayette County, Washington real estate and per capita tax bills and tax duplicates at an estimated cost of $5,325.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Terrabecchia?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Brashear?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Assett?
Yes.
I move to adopt the attached homestead farmstead resolution for the 2014-2015 school year.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? Roll call. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I move to approve the purchase of workers' compensation insurance through Gallagher Insurance at the cost of $101,856 for the 2014-2015 school year.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki. Questions?
Just a question, I think you answered it. Savini, with Mike, you shop these around every year, right?
Yeah, every year they're shopped, and this is the lowest premium. It's UPMC, once again, third year in a row.
These are accounted for in the budget that we discussed.
Yes, yes, the budget reflects these numbers.
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Terrabecchia?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Brashear? Mr. Assett?
Yes.
I move to approve the Ohio Casualty Insurance Package, Auto Umbrella, Errors and Emission Insurance from Gallagher Insurance at a cost of $104,263 for the 2014-2015 school year.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Assett?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
Yes.
Mr. Brashear?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
Yes.
Mrs. Terrabecchia?
Yes.
I move to authorize the payments of bills for the month of July 2014. A list of payments that are made during the month of July will be submitted to the board for the August 2014 meeting.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki.
Question.
Go ahead.
With all the retirees, shouldn't we hire by end of July to get their staff in place before August?
We can hire as many as we possibly can based on.
Yes, but I mean, shouldn't we have a meeting at some time? If we have a one.
I agree with you, Andy.
I think we need to get those people in place
Yes.
as early as we can.
You don't want to wait too long. Others are already hiring.
Yes, they've hired.
So we have to get the, that's what I said, we'll get the
Interviews.
interviews going and we'll do it, yeah. Yeah.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
No,
Is there no? Okay, one no. Four.
I move to approve the request by Melinda Jones, Veteran Service Disabled Veterans Real Property Tax Exemption certification for Lois Constantino.
Motion by Director Bain, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I move to raise the lunch prices by 25 cents and the breakfast prices by 10 cents for the 2014-2015 school year. The Healthy Hungry Kids Act of 2010 mandates increment increases in lunch prices for any school authorizing charges less than $2.65 per paid lunches, 2013, 2014.
Motion by Director Bang, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Acid?
Yes.
Mr. Bain?
No.
Mr. Bashir?
Yes.
Mr. Delarose?
Yes.
Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
Mr. Seeley?
No.
Mrs. Teravicki?
Yes.
Buildings and grounds director.
I move to approve a request from the Brownsville Youth Football Association, permission to use the Redstone football field and the concession stand for the 2014-15 school year.
Motion by Director Harvey, second by Director Bang. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? As well, Director Acid. I'm sorry, Mr. President.
I move to authorize Ms. Sarah to provide a design development phase estimate to better refine the construction cost based on the available design development phase drawings by L.R. Kimball.
Motion by Director Harvey, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Athletic Director Acid.
Item A, I move to approve the scholarship award agreement for the Coach Kamasic Baseball Scholarship Award. That is J. Kamasic.
Motion by Director Acid, second by Director Teravicki. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Item 9, adjournment.
One quick comment.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were talking a lot tonight about hiring new teachers. And when we go through the process of hiring, I really, really like this board to consider our substitutes that come here and sub constantly and faithfully in our district and have glowing and very good letters of reference from the principals in their file. In the past, there have been people with those great references and letters in their file that I can go back to a couple of people who didn't even get an interview. So I wish we would consider our subs and consider our local people that are living in the district, if all things are equal, that are paying taxes in our district, consider those to be our teachers in our district, because I think they will have the drive to do well.
I agree with you, Mr. President. Yeah, well said, Mr. Dorsey. Particularly those who've been in positions and performing very well.
Right.
Okay.
That's all.
I need a motion.
So.
Adjourn. You make a motion for second.
Motion.
Second by Director Teravicki, second by Director Delarose. Adjourn, all in favor? Aye.